Hey guys, what's up? It's Langley with Langley's Yoga Life, and today I am here to guide you through a power flow practice. It's a power flow, but it is suitable for all levels as well, so beginners are definitely welcome. I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell so you can get the notifications whenever I post, and also comment if there's anything that comes to mind that you might want me to work on in a class. I would really appreciate that. Go ahead, find yourself in a seated position, and I'll meet you at your mat. All right, everyone, so we are seated on our mat. Go ahead and just find yourself in a comfortable position. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and start to close your eyes. And we're gonna take just a few moments here. You could have your hands resting down at the knees, or maybe just in your lap, wherever you want them to be. Go ahead and start to check in with your alignment. You want to think about having the chest lifted, drawing the belly in. Go ahead and just take a few moments here to be with your breath, to be with your body, and to let go of any bad thoughts that may be in your mind. Just let it all go. Right now, this is your time for yourself. So acknowledge that. Be grateful for that, and then stick to it throughout this practice, and then maybe even once we're done with the practice, maybe you carry that with you. Taking just a few more moments here. And let's go ahead together. We're gonna start moving. Let's just inhale, reach the arms up high, bring them out by your side and up. And then exhale, we're gonna bring them down by our side once again. 2 more times like that. Inhale. And exhale, release. Last one, we're gonna inhale. And this time, go ahead and bring the right hand down beside you. And we're gonna send the left arm up and over, side stretch here. Notice where you are. Maybe you find a little bit of movement here, going back and forth. Making sure that the chest stays nice and lifted. Neck has a lot of room to move. Let's go ahead and inhale, bring it back up. And over to the left side. Left hand goes down, right arm reaches up and over. Really feeling that right side of the body here. Notice what you feel. And let's bring it back up. We're gonna do that one more time on each side. So back over to the right side now, side stretch. Maybe you wanna go a little bit deeper. You can rest your forearm down if that's comfortable for you. If not, that's okay. Be wherever you wanna be. This is your practice, make it yours. And inhale, center. And over to the left side, let's go. Notice if you feel like that right knee is wanting to start to come up with you. If so, you really want to ground through that right knee, trying to bring it down towards the earth. And if that means you have to release a little bit from the stretch, that's okay, no worries. One more breath. And on the inhale, we're gonna go ahead and come back up. Exhale, rain it down. And now we're gonna make our way on our hands and knees, tabletop position. So you want the wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees right in line with the hips. And from here, let's go ahead, we're gonna ground through this right hand here, really feeling each individual finger in the mat. And we're gonna go ahead and let's send this left arm up high. Really finding that lift. Opening the heart center. And then we're going to go ahead and bring this left hand all the way through. So you can rest your forearm down, or if you want to bring the shoulder all the way down, you can. From here, you can start to extend the right arm forward, and if you want to turn it into a little bit of a balance, you can start to send the right leg back. Listen to your body. And then right hand comes back down, knee goes down, and let's reach it up to the sky one more time. And left arm goes down. Now same thing on the other side. First, really grounding through that hand into the mat, feeling all those fingers. And then reach the right hand up. Big twist and bring it through. Once again, forearm or shoulder down. Finding this twist here. If you want to go ahead and extend the left arm and bring that left leg back, go for it. Draw that belly inwards. You got it. And the hand comes back in line, knee goes down, and back up into tabletop. From here, down dog. Curl the toes, send the knees up off of the mat. Find yourself down dog here. Pedal the feet out a little bit. Do whatever little movements feel good for you. Always taking down dog as a time just to start to reconnect with your body and with your breath and with your mindset. And let's go ahead and slow walk to the front of the mat. From here, my favorite ragdoll. Grab onto opposite elbows, let the head just rest down, rock a little side to side. You can keep the knees bent if you like. Take a few moments. Move the hair off of your mat if you find it. And then from here, grounding through the feet, go ahead and start to roll yourself up to standing. Let it be slow, let it take a while if you want it to. And then boom, we're standing. You can move the neck, move the shoulders around if you want to. And we're gonna find ourselves in a few sun salutations. Really gonna start to warm it up now. So inhale, send the arms up high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lift the chest. Plant the palms, let's send the feet back. Plank. You can lower all the way down to the belly or chaturanga by shifting forward. Hug the elbows in while you bend them. And inhale. Upward facing dog, pressing away from the mat. And down dog. Take just a few moments here. And let's look forward, walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, once again, let's bring it up, high. And then hands come down to heart center. And again, inhale. Exhale, fold, hinge at those hips while you lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, send the feet back. Find your vinyasa, lower. Inhale, lift. And down dog. Once again, take a few moments. Navel to spine here. Sinking in those hips. And look forward, let's walk the feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And hands come to heart center. Good, now sun salutation B. In chair pose or Utkatasana, let's bend the knees, sink the hips back, reach the arms up high, really engaging the core, drawing the knees in towards each other. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms. Prepare for 3 different vinyasas. For the first one, let's lower. Inhale, lift. And down dog. Now warrior one on the right side. Pivot the left foot, right foot comes up. And send the chest up. Reach the arms up as well. Inhale. And hands go down. Right foot goes back. Maybe you go for a one-legged chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead. Send that left leg up. Back heel is down. Inhale. Warrior one on the left side. That knee is right over the ankle. And hands go back down. Once again, maybe another one-legged chaturanga if you like. Lower. Inhale, lift, upward facing. And downward facing dog we go. Tune in. Listen to your breath. Let's go ahead, look forward. Maybe this time you step or hop the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold. And back in chair pose or Utkatasana. Send it up high. And standing. Good, shake it out a little bit. Do a few movements. And from here, let's go ahead. We're gonna ground through this right foot. So keeping it planted in the mat. We're gonna send this left foot back. Now we're not gonna go too far back. We're not going back into warrior, but we're gonna make our way into a triangle. So go ahead and step it back. Trikonasana, which at first I always thought was tree pose. Trikonasana and tree pose kind of sound similar, but you're wrong. So from here, let's go ahead, and we're actually going to pivot this foot like it would be in a warrior two, so it's going to be parallel to the end of the mat. From here, keeping the legs extended, we don't have to bend them, but keeping both legs extended. Now we're going to go ahead and let's bring the arms out long. So you want to check in with your shoulders here. I'm going to move my hair. So making sure that the shoulders aren't going in towards the neck area. That doesn't feel so great. Bringing them back and down. And that really creates the lift in the chest as well. Now we're going to think about saying something sassy. That's what I always like to say in my classes in this pose. Think about saying something sassy, like you stick your hip out. Ooh, my hip popped when I did that. That felt great. So sticking your hip out. You don't have to do it so dramatically, but we're going to go ahead and think about sinking in to that front hip, which will be the right hip. So sink in, which will make that left hip go out. And that's what you want. And we're going to do that a few times before we get into the tree pose, okay? So bring the arms out. And we're just going to start to keeping the chest lifted, spine nice and long. We're just going to sink into the hip. That's all the movement that we're doing is sinking into the hip. And then let's bring it back up. And then sink. And bring it up. Drawing the belly in, sink the hip. Back up. So 2 more times. Sink. Lift. Last time we're going to sink, 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 sink. And then we're going to go ahead and move the arms. So we're going to drop this right hand downward and lift the left arm. So you can have your hand hovered over the mat if you want. If you have a block or a book or really anything that you can prop your hand on, that'll get you a little bit closer to the earth, then you can do that as well. Lots of different variations you can take here. Or my personal favorite is peace fingers around the big toe. So grabbing onto that big toe here and lifting the left arm. So you can also just have your hand planted into the mat if you like, whatever you prefer. And from here, just really drawing the belly in. Engaging the arms and the legs. Grounding through the feet. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. And let's go ahead and come back up. From here, we're just going to face the front of the mat. Let's step it up, shake it out, do a little dance. And then from here, same thing on the other side. So from here, we're grounding through this left foot. Right foot is going to go back. Once again, check where it is. If you feel like you need to move it, once you're there, you can. Parallel to the end of the mat. Check in with the hips. Now we're going to do that saying something sassy on this side. So now we're going to sink into the left hip, and that right hip is going to go out. I could do this all day. It's fun. So from here, now we're going to go ahead and incorporate the arms. Bringing the arms out. Check in with the shoulders, make sure they're not going out too high. Keep them back and down. Engaging the core here, drawing it in. And let's go ahead and we're going to find that movement of going back and forth again. So sink into the hip, bring it forward, my hip popped again, and then we're going to lift. And then reach forward like we're reaching for something so desperately, and then bring it back up. And reach, 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 and back up. 2 more times. Reach, and lift. This is the last time we're gonna reach, reach, reach. Chest is still lifted, and we're gonna bring this left hand down. Right arm goes up high. Once again, hand to a block, hand to the mat, peace fingers around the big toe, whatever you prefer, whatever you like. That right arm is up high. Now notice my right shoulder is not dumping into my neck here, okay? I'm not here, but I'm lifted, okay? I'm just listening to the body. Find where you are. Taking a few moments. Let it be your journey. Find yourself there. One more breath. And let's go ahead. Bring it back up. We're standing. And let's step it forward. Once again, shake it out. Do a few little movements. Now let's go ahead. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. Clasp the hands together. If that is not accessible today, you can grab onto opposite shoulder or opposite elbows if you like. And from here, just lift the chest. Drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other here. Find a little bit of movement if you want to. And release. Good. From here, we're going to meet back in a chair pose like we did in that sun salutation, B. So just bend the knees, sink the hips down. Let's send the arms up high. From here, engage the core. We're going to test your balance a little bit, so send the heels up off of the mat. Just balancing on the balls of the feet and the toes. It's going to make you want to stand up a little bit more, so challenge yourself. Send the hips down. Arms aren't going into the ears. And then from here, we can bring the heels back down. And we're going to sink, 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 sink until we come to a seat. Cool. From here, go ahead. Extend the legs. Do a few little movements if you need to. And then from here, we're going to bring this right knee up to meet us. And go ahead and grab a hold on to the foot and extend the leg forward. Like keeping that activation in the left leg as well. And from here, we are going to release the right hand just holding onto the foot with the left hand. If you can't quite hold onto the foot right now, you can also grab onto a strap. Bring the strap around the foot and hold onto it there. Wherever is perfectly fine. And from here, really inhale, lift the chest, lift the body over, and we're going to bring the right arm back behind us. Notice where that right leg goes that we're holding onto. It might want to go all the way over to the left side. Try to bring it and keep it back in center. Just a few more breaths. And back in line, and slowly let's let it go and release. And we're gonna switch sides. Left knee comes up. Grab a hold onto the foot. We're going to extend it. Keeping the activation in the right leg. Notice where you are. Notice if your back is rounded, because this can be totally comfortable, but we're not doing yoga to be totally comfortable, okay? We want to feel that activation, so lift the chest, draw the belly in. From here, we're gonna let go of the left hand, start to lift the chest, and left arm goes back behind us. Finding this twist here. Listen to your body. Taking a few more moments. This can be a tough twist, but you got it. And bring it back into center. Release the leg. Slowly bring it down. And from here, we're gonna make our way onto our backs. Yeah, best part. Knees can draw themselves into the chest. Give yourself a big hug if you like. Maybe rock a little side to side if that feels good, if that's your jam. Just allowing yourself these few moments. It's okay to have fun in a yoga practice. It's okay to pause a video and come back to it later. You know, it's your practice. Whatever you did during this practice is good. I'm sure your body appreciated it. And then from here, let's go ahead, send the arms out to a T or cactus arms with the elbows bent, whatever you prefer. And we're gonna move these knees over to the right side. Gazing over to the left. If you like, you can also extend the top leg and grab a hold onto it. Similar to what we did in that twist, except now we're on the ground. Go ahead and just start to let the eyes close. Let the heart rate come back to a normal pace. And now bring it back into center and over to the left side we go. Gaze can go to the right. And once again, if you want to extend the top leg and grab a hold onto it, you can. Some additional leg stretch there. Just doing whatever makes the body happy, right? It's all about being with yourself and doing this for you. And that's the great thing about yoga. It's just help finding yourself, learning more about yourself, about your body, your breath, your mind, everything. We can go ahead and bring it back into center from here. And now one more final hug. Maybe lifting the forehead to kiss the knees. And then let's go ahead, extend the legs out long. Hands go down by your side. Go ahead, take a big full inhale in. With this inhale, squeezing every single muscle in the body possible. Holding your breath for however long as you like. And then on your exhale, whenever you are ready for it, take a big sigh out and release. Your eyes can close here. Reminding yourself to let the mind be empty of all thoughts. And just notice how your body feels and how your breath is doing. Observe it. Acknowledge it. And then let it go. Focusing completely back on the breath. Knowing wherever you are today, you're good. Your body's got you. And even if you felt like, my body totally did not have it. I was not in control of my body at all. That's why you keep coming to the practice. That's why you continue these videos. Because tomorrow, your body can feel like a new person. And that's not just your body. Everyone has those days. You are not alone in that at all. And you can stay here for however long as you need. It can be a few seconds, a few more minutes, however long as you want. I want to thank you all so much for joining me in this practice today and trusting me in leading you. Bringing the hands to forehead center. Thank you. Namaste.